Hello, and welcome back to episode 4 of our Baten Kaitos Origins playthrough. As promised, this episode is going to have a lot of plot in it. So I'm going to walk you through our first introduction to the village of Sheraton. I'm going to read this little synopsis from Millie's journal, do a little bit of recapping, and then we'll get into it. So Millie says, "Hasale at last. It's too bad that dingbat puppet had to wreck a perfect Skyliner ride by mouthing off at every turn. And that boy seems awfully childish for his age. How could he? No, there's no point in thinking about it. Not when Sheraton's closer than ever." So in our last episode, we met Millie. She helped us take down Giacomo. It was our first Giacomo fight in this game. We'll be fighting him a few more times, of course. And we made it through the Thornwood dungeon. And we went to the village of Sheraton, where Sagi's from. So let's go see what it's like.
シェラタン、のどかな村。それでここにどんな用事があるの？
戻ってきたな。
うん。みんな元気かな？そうだよね。よし、まずは母さんだ。母さんに会いに行こう。
どうしたのチック？また泣かされたの？
ワッチョが僕の帽子を隠すんだ。
あらら、ひどいワッチョね。でもねチック、それくらいじゃ男の子は泣いたりしないものよ。ね。
ねえ、ジーナの翼見せて。そしたら僕元気になるよ。
しょうのない子ね。いいわ、ご覧なさいな。
見ろ、ジーナさんの翼だ。
いつ見ても綺麗だね。ありがとうジーナ。僕もう泣かないよ。
そう、よかった。それが本当なら嬉しいけど、どうかしら。
本当だよ。もう泣かないったら。
すごい。心の翼ってあんなにも美しいものなのね。中央の大陸にだってそうそういない。 んな綺麗な翼の人なんて。
そうさ、あれは世界一の翼なんだ。他の誰だってかなわないよ。
I wonder who that was. So we're gonna talk to some of the villagers around. That little girl right here, you're gonna want to know where she is. And then this is the store right here. So we're gonna go inside the store. And I'll show you here how to use Magnus Pack coupons that we get for doing little side quests around the game. So you'll go to redeem coupon and then they'll give us 10 random Magnus that are sort of leveled to us. So we got a Fulga drum, chainmail, potion, mattress, punk knife, round shield, crystal edge, sorcery Sophia, wooden club, and a buckler. And then we can look here. There's a bunch of Magnus here, like a heat club, lightning club, all sorts of stuff. So we're gonna take this time to make a few elemental decks after we visit the church so that we can class up. So you can purchase auras. Those just allow you like special occurrences. Like we got the speed one, increases your speed. You can get defense one, you can change your element. So we're gonna go into our deck menu and we're gonna go to this empty deck part. We're gonna keep all of our battle members because they're always gonna stay with us. And we're going to copy our default deck. And we're going to change the name of this one to Lightning. This is going to be our Lightning deck. And then we're going to do the same for our 3 elements. Copy the main deck. This one's going to be water. And then this one is going to be fire. So we're going to head into our lightning deck and sort it by user. I'm going to start by taking out all the elemental cards. Or just every user card. We're going to take out a low potion and replace it with the potion that we just got from our Magnus Pack coupon. And now we're going to sort this by user. And this is our lightning deck. So we'll start with Soggy. We'll put 2 flash daggers in. And we only have 1 special that's lightning for Soggy. So we're going to put in Senshin and Cliffs Under. And then we're going to put in a leather vest and chainmail. So next we'll go to Millie. So we'll do 2 clubs and then her 2 swallowtails. And then finally Gilo. So 2 sorcery Sophias. And we'll just do a thunder robe. And we'll put in 1 Fulga drum. Since there's already a Fulga drum in here that I forgot to get rid of. So we don't have any element changer cards, so we'll get into that when I get one. So our lightning deck is good. We'll go into our deck builder here. And same thing, we're going to get rid of our low potion and then all of our user cards. So from here, we're going to sort by user, put in both of our low potions. We only have one water sword for Sagi, so we're going to put in a punk knife and the crystal edge. And then we're going to put in the same items that we put in the other deck, since Sagi doesn't have any water armor yet. He also doesn't have any water attacks yet, so we're going to put in 2 Senshin. Millie's just going to be the same for a little while. And for Kilo, we're going to put in Ice Claw. And no armor yet. And Ice Fan. So fire, open deck builder, so we're going to put in a punk knife and a flame sword, chainmail and flame mail, and then 2 Senshins, Sorcery Sophias, a heat robe, and then 2 fire wheels. So for now, we're going to make this our active deck. Next, we're going to head over here. We're going to talk to these kids. Oh, that hair, those clothes. It's got to be Sagi. Who? What? You don't remember? It's Sagi from Gina's place. He left the village a few years back to make some money. Hey, you're right. I guess I wasn't looking hard enough. You're back, Sagi. Welcome home. Thanks, but I can't believe you forgot me. Sorry, a lot's happened around here since you left. A creepy monster started showing up at the lake we all used to play at. After a while, we just decided you got eaten by the monster. I'm glad you're not eaten, though. I'll make sure I'll tell everybody later that you're back. Kids will be kids. So, come into this house. We'll talk to the elder here. It's you, Sagi. I'm happy to see you in good health. Gilo, same as ever, I presume? Sagi, we were all laughing that you must have eloped, leaving without a word like that. Looks like we had the truth of it. Haha. She's the lovely girl. I'm sure Gina will adore her. But anyway, Sagi, I have a favor to ask of you. Will you hear me out? Sure. Anything for you, Doc. Oh, thank you. When I was young, I saw many a wonder while traveling from continent to continent. I faced terrible monsters, unearthed exotic plant life. It was a good experience for me. I became convinced that studying those life forms would one day be useful in developing new medicines. So I started carrying around a field guide, jotting down everything I saw during my journeys. I searched the house for it, thinking I'd passed it on to my son, but I can't find it anywhere. I'm too old for adventures now, and even if I found the book, my son left for the lake days ago and still hasn't returned. Thus, I would like to ask for your help in making a new field guide. Here, take this to start out. It's an empty volume I've set up to look like my old one. Just fill in the spaces as you go along. When you've collected a fair bit of data, come on back to the house and I'll reward you accordingly. Anyway, you'll get a feel for it as you go along, I'm sure. Now then, off you go. So you can talk to all of these people. I'm only gonna I'm only gonna read the important stuff. They're all basically just updating you on their lives while Sagi's been gone and telling you about how there's a monster at the lake now. So after we're done in this house, we're gonna head over to the next screen. So we're gonna go in this house on the left first. There's the fire element. I'll talk to you about that later. So you can talk to everybody in here. And then we'll head out and go say hi to Gina.
Are?
何をためらっておる。ジーナに元気な顔を見せてやらんか。
今度は何チック。お腹が空いた？それともまた翼のおねだり？
母さん、ただいま。
詐欺。
母さん、ただいま。母さん。
ええ、わかってる。おかえり、詐欺。そう、今はアルファルドで働いてるの。
うん。支度金をたくさんもらってさ。ほら、使ってよ。ここも大変だろ。
ありがとう、助かるわ。何しろ育ち盛りのわんぱく揃いでしょ。ここも苦しくてね。ところでそちらは？
ああ、来る途中で知り合ったミリー。アルファルドから旅をしてるんだ。
はじめましておばさま、ミリアルデです。急に押しかけたりしてすみません。
いいのよ、気にしないで。でも詐欺がこんな素敵な女の子を連れてくるなんてね。
中身は腐っておる。
聞こえてるわよ。さっき広場で拝見したんですけど。
いやだ、見てたの？あの子、翼を見るのが大好きでね。ああすると泣き止むのよ。
母さん、変な話しないでよ。
はいはい。それじゃあ私は夕飯の準備でもしようかしらね。ミリアルデさん、ゆっくりしてってね。
さて、これからどうする？
うん。しばらくはここでゆっくりしようと思う。久しぶりに戻ってきたんだ。これからどうするかはそのうち考えるさ。ほらミリー、まだゆっくり村も見てないだろ。おいでよ、案内してあげるから。
Okay, so you kind of want to talk to the kids first, eh? Bacho, where'd you hide my hat? Give it back. You started it. You ate my piece of cake, you big jerk. I know. I said I'm sorry. And you're still mean for taking my hat. Please give it back. Please. Why should I? You're such a crybaby. All you ever do is cry. That and eat other people's food. I'm not a crybaby. Bacho. I get back after all this time and you haven't grown up one bit. You're older than Teak. You've got to learn not to let these little things get to you. But Teak ate my piece of cake that Gina made for all of us. We hardly ever get to eat cake. I hate Teak. I'm never giving back his stupid hat. I feel sorry for Teak. Why don't we go look for his hat? Alright, talk to Sagi's sister over here. Teak's hat? I haven't seen it in the house. How about asking the kids? They're always running around. Maybe one of them has seen it. Are you looking for Teak's hat too, Sagi? They've been at it all morning, so I got worried and looked, but I couldn't find it in here. Wacho must have hid it somewhere. If it's not in here, maybe he hid it outside. We'll also use this as an opportunity to walk around the village a little bit. We're going to talk about this clock tower thing.
ねえ、この建物何？ボロボロだけど。
大昔の遺跡だよ。みんな茨の時計台って呼んでる。噂じゃ神の時代の頃に作られた時計台って話だよ。
見る影もないけど、中には入れないの？
うん。けど子供たちは度胸試しだって登ったりしてるみたい。
主もよく登っておったな。決まって一人で登って日が暮れても降りてこん。ジーナがいつも心配しておった。
そうなの？意外と度胸あるのね、サギ。
うん。ここに登るとなんだか落ち着くんだ。
小娘、登ってみたらどうだ。
私は遠慮しとく。茨で服が破れたりしたらかなわないもの。
根性なしめ。
何よ。
いい加減にしなよ、二人とも。
べーだ。
ふん。
Alright, so we're gonna come south of this fence here and grab these two chests. One contains another Folga drum, and the other is a rose shell. So lots of talk about the villagers going down to the lake and not coming back. We're gonna come over here and talk to this girl. You'll stick around for a while before running off again, won't you? Come by some time. I'll whip up a big batch of your favorite foods. Sagi's very popular. So we're gonna talk to a kid. Let's talk to this one on the slide. Teak's hat? I haven't seen it lying around here. Try the lost and found at the elder's house. It's the house next to the well, the one the well's next to? I think the elder's out, but you can ask his wife. We're not going to ask him. Or his wife. We're going to go to the first screen and check those kids out there. So ignore the kids on the Kaplans. Talk to these children here. Teak's hat? Haven't seen it. I know nothing. In fact, I have no idea whatsoever where it could possibly be. Teak's hat? I don't know. Plus, I wouldn't say even if I did. Good luck searching. Teak's hat? I don't know. No, really. The boys are probably lying, but I'm telling you the truth. The boys have one spot where they all hide their treasure. The hat's probably in there. So we're going to come down here to this girl right here. Teak's hat? I don't know anything. I don't know. Don't you think she's acting a little suspicious? I'm not suspicious at all. I swear the hat isn't right behind me. Well, if that's the case, then you won't mind me taking a peek, right? I'll just be a second. Can you let me through? No way. If you want in, you'll have to give me the password. What's the password? Oh, it's, hey, I'm not falling for that again. I didn't mean to trick you. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to think up the password. I feel bad for you, Sagi, so I'll give you a teensy hint. But you can't tell anyone I was giving out hints, okay? Alright, here goes. Better listen close. It's a red and round and really juicy fruit. If you give one to me, I'll let you pass. Okay, got it. I'll see what I can do. Good luck. Did you find the password item? And we just so happened to pick one up earlier. It's a mountain apple. Whoa! This color, this form, it's so round, it's so red. This is truly a mountain apple among mountain apples. Sagi, you're amazing. You brought the password items, so now you're free to pass. Welcome to the club. Amidst the briars, you find a jar filled with marbles and some funny-looking rocks. This looks like a cache of the kids' most prized belongings. This is where all the kids come to hide away their treasure. I used to keep stuff here too. I wouldn't be surprised if Wacho put Teek's hat in here. Let's take a look. Aha! This crunchy, muddy, floppy little hat. There's nothing else here that could be it, so I think it's safe to call the hunt off. Okay, let's head back to the orphanage and return this to Teek. His hat is probably so nasty. I'll let you eat my dinner. Can't you forgive me? It has to be a piece of Gina's special cake or no deal. Teek, guess what I've got? Ah, is that what I think it is? Good, I've got the right one. Here's your hat back, sir. Sagi, thank you. Your hands are bleeding. Are those scratches from the briars? You did all that for me? Here, Sagi, use this. We got more adhesive bandages. Aw, man, now I look like the bad guy. I'm sorry, Wacho. I know you must have been looking forward to eating Gina's cake. Okay, they're all ready. Gather round, everyone. Here comes a batch of Gina's famous thornflower nectar cookies. Wacho, Teek feels really bad. I'm sure he won't eat your piece of cake again. Right, Teek? Yeah, I won't eat yours ever again, I swear. I'm sorry, Wacho. Will you forgive me? Aw, yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Wacho. Well, now that that's settled, let's see how these cookies turn out. Yeah.
Sagi, Sagi. ほら、起きなさい。
もう少し。
サギ、いつまでそうしてるの？お友達はもう起きて待ってるのよ。
はい。ごめん。
サギちゃんは甘えん坊さんなのね。
Okay, our second day in Sheraton. We're going to talk to our sister over here. Hey, Sagi, your timing's great. Can you run a quick errand for me? Sure, what can I do? Could you go next door and ask if they could spare a bit of thornflower nectar? Thanks. No problem, be right back. So we're gonna go to this house over here to the right of the orphanage. And talk to this girl at the stove. Well, hello, Sagi. Here on an errand? Yep, Sis wanted to know if you could spare a little thornwood nectar. Sure, just help yourself. You have something to put it in? It looks like we can draw blah 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 blah. Using a blank Magnus, make sure you have some available. Thanks, ma'am. Ma'am? You're welcome, Sonny. Have we traded Magnus yet? So if you go to this girl here, you can start a trade. I don't know if we've done this before yet. I don't remember. So let's trade some Magnus. So let's see. We'll trade some shields, taunt, a punk knife, a hat, these, and that's it. So you have a trade deck of 10, and then you press OK, begin trade. And those are the items that Inca Rose has to trade. So we'll start with this, and you'll see some items that she might trade for this item. And you can add more or less, and her items will change based on what you're picking. So let's try and get stuff for Gilo. Actually, Millie probably needs more stuff. So let's see if we can get some. Let's see if we can get that rose shell from her. So we just traded those 3 cards for the rose shell. And that's how you can pad your decks a little bit. So let's go give this nectar to Sis. You did me a big favor, so here, take this as a thank you. So she gave us a Nixie garb and an elementalist charm. And you can use that at the church to get like elemental armor and stuff like that.
ハッサレーの。あ、そう、シェラタンという村。わかってる。でも、本当に彼が、私にはとてもそうは。誰か来る。また連絡します。
ねえ、これからどうしよう。ここで孤児院を手伝うのも悪くないよね。うん。母さんにも楽してもらえるしね。どうって。ミリーといるとなんだか楽しいし、でも、ずっとここに留まってもらうわけにはいかないからね。
詐欺？まだ起きてたの？
ミリー、いたの？
ええ、ちょっと。
なんだか眠れなくてさ。
そう。実は私もいろいろ考えてたら眠れなくなっちゃって。
うん。
ねえサギ、おせっかいな話だけど気になってたことがあるの。あなたどうして暗黒部隊にいたの？ハッサレー出身なら帝国のために働くなんてとてもできないんじゃない？ハッサレーの強制懲役、昔魔法学校で習ったわ。 アルファルドの町を作るためにハッサレーの人たちを無理やり働かせたのよね。
そのことを知ってるならわかるだろう。なぜ暗黒部隊に入ったか。みんなの仇を、オーガンを撃つためさ。
敵？
そう、5年前のあの懲役でハッサレーの働ける者は、そしてそのほとんどが帰ってこなかった。孤児院にいるのは帰ってこなかった人の、あの時のことを話す母さんは、それで決めたんだ。僕がみんなの仇を撃つって。だから僕はオーガンに近いところにいる必要があった。それにお金を稼ぐってのも本当なんだよ。母さん一人でなんとかやっているけど、孤児院はボロボロ。暗黒部隊はエリートで給料も破格だからね。帝国軍で一般兵やってた時とは大違いだったよ。
サギ、ごめん。私無理やり喋らせちゃったみたい。
気にしてないよ。
そのことおばさまは知っているの？
言わないさ。そんなこと話したら心配されるか怒られるか、どっちにしろ止められたもの。それじゃ僕は戻るよ。
おやすみ、サギ。
サギ、起きなさい。
朝、まだだよ。
何言ってるの？とっくの昔に泣いたわよ。
はい。ごめん、お待たせ。
大丈夫？まだお眠じゃないの？
So we just learned Sagi's motive for joining the Dark Services. In case you're wondering how a young, pretty nice boy got tied up with a group that wanted to kill the Emperor. It was his initiative the entire time. The Oscillates were enslaved to build Alfard as it was today and as it is in Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. So talk to these kids. Wacho mentions going to see the monster at the lake. And Sagi says, don't go. Mom's going to be upset with you. And he finally secedes and says he'll do something else. Sis doesn't have any jobs for us today. So the first thing that we're going to do, I think this is our third day in Sheraton. We're going to go to this first screen. And talk to this man here. He'll look a little familiar. Hey, it's my bro from the Thornwood. Remember me? The guy stuck between a rock and a... Well, I was stuck behind a rock. Anyway, thanks to you, I managed to get back to the village safely. We'll have plenty of time to catch up later, but first let me ask you something. Have you seen a black Kaplan around? It looks like I might have left one of my flock behind somewhere. If you see it, could you let me know? Just try to be subtle about it on the down low, you follow? I don't want the old lady across the way to find out. I can reward you. Come on, please. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the Thornwood. A perfect opportunity to use our new deck. So we're using our fire deck. We're going to open up the builder because we've got some new items. So we've got these rose shills that are way better than these wooden clubs. So we're going to take both of them out and put those in. We're going to put our bandages in. So these types of healing items heal your entire party at once. And we are also going to add a fire element. So what these fire elements do is you can use them for one turn. They're inequipable and they'll turn your whole combo into fire as long as it's a variable element. So these weak attacks and then specials like this are variable elements. So let's go into the Thornwood. We're going to go into the east end. And we're going to attack whatever we run into. This likely will be the only combat we get into this episode. For some reason, I skipped the low potion in this deck. So we're just going to take that out. No use for it. We don't want too many healing items, or else we'll just have like a whole hand of healing items and nothing to attack with. Okay, go on to the next screen. There's a bat here that we're gonna fight before we go interact with the Black Applin.
手応えなかったよ。
Okay, so the missing back Kaplan is here. Just make sure you interact with it. A lone Kaplan. Do you remember what the Kaplan herder told us back in Sheraton? Isn't this the missing Kaplan? We should head back to Sheraton and let him know. And that's exactly what we're gonna do now. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the village and talk to the Kaplan herder. You spotted the back Kaplan in the Nukasan Thornwood? Really? Thanks, bro. Now I can keep my honor as a Kaplan hand. Here's a reward, as promised. If I need help, I know who to go to. And he gives you blue beans. So now we're gonna head to the next screen. Go inside the elder's house. Our guest from the Empire hadn't been well the last time we saw him. He always had this pained look on his face. He tried to put on a tough guy act in front of my niece, but you could tell it wasn't easy for him. I wonder if he had some kind of serious illness. A longtime guest of ours went down to the lake to look for the other villagers and hasn't returned. My granddaughter loved that man. She's been beside herself ever since she left. I'd hoped to have him as a son, but maybe those expectations weighed a little too heavy on him. So talk to this girl at the altar here. It's been days since those villagers left for the lake, and not one of them has come back. Our guest from the Empire went looking for them, and now he's missing too. I just hope they're all safe wherever they are. Maybe we could do something to help. Yeah, let's head down to the lake and see what there is to see. There's no harm in just taking a quick look around. So we can head out the village this way. And we're gonna go down this path to the lake. Lake Baten Ruins. Pick up this shining thing here. Something is lying on the ground here. It looks like a blank magnet, but it's a little different somehow. This could be what the elder's granddaughter was talking about. Let's bring it back to her. So we're going to head back to the elder's house. Talk to the girl at the altar again. Hey, I found this down at the lake. You say you found this just lying around by the lake? This is the Magnus he kept with him. He never let it out of his sight. But it's nothing like any Magnus I've ever seen. Actually, now that I think of it, he gave me his notebook to hold on to. Maybe we wrote something about this Magnus. Magna mixtures. Mixers are special magnets that can blend multiple magna essences together. By placing multiple magnets in the mixer, one can give rise to new magna essences. A mixer, it says. But the Empire recalled those magnets ages ago. Why would he still have one? Sagi, could I ask you to hold on to this Magnus for the time being? You used to work for the Empire, so you must be good at handling Magnus, right? Just because you found this doesn't necessarily mean something's happened to him. You can put it to good use in the meantime. Go on, take it. So we got a Magnus mixer. I'll start looking in his notebook for instructions on how to use the Magnus mixer. Please be patient until I can find out more. Also, take this as thanks for all you've done for me. We've done all we can for her. Let's head back to the orphanage. So this is gonna end, I would say, our last free day at Sheraton. I'm gonna end the episode here. Our next episode will be a bit more battle heavy and we'll actually get to do a dungeon. I did tell you that this episode would be full plot, but it is a little fun. There are going to be more episodes like this, as Baten Kaitos Origins has a lot of plot heavy moments. It's a bit more unorganized than Baten Kaitos is, as Baten Kaitos, you sort of do one dungeon after the next, after the next. This one, we kind of move around a little bit more. But yeah, that's all the yapping I've got for you right now. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. If you are, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!